Celebrities often try to warn us about hidden dangers. In this video, we'll look at 5 shocking ways celebrities tried to warn us about Sean Diddy Combs. Since his arrest on serious charges, these stories revealed the red flags they noticed before the public did. It was October 16, 2020, when Justin Bieber released his song, Lonely. It wasn't the usual upbeat track fans expected. Instead, it was a raw, emotional song, revealing the isolation and burdens Bieber had carried for years despite his global fame. At the time, most people thought Lonely was about the pressures of fame. However, with recent events involving Sean Diddy Combs, fans have started to rethink the meaning. They wonder if the song was hinting at something darker from Bieber's teenage years, especially his relationship with Combs. Old videos and unusual connections are resurfacing, making people question if Bieber was subtly revealing painful experiences. In 2008, Bieber was only 14 when he was discovered by talent manager Scooter Braun on YouTube. His career quickly took off, and he became a sensation with his debut album, My World. However, while millions of fans adored him, Bieber's life was far from normal. The constant attention from the media and paparazzi took its toll, and Bieber was guided by adults, some of whom, like Sean Combs, are now raising concerns. Bieber's connection with Combs began when he was around 15. At the time, Combs was a major figure in the music industry, and their relationship seemed harmless. Combs even joked that he had custody of Bieber for a while. They were often seen together, and a now famous video shows Combs saying he would take care of Bieber for 48 hours, with Bieber awkwardly suggesting they hang out with girls. What once seemed like a joke between mentor and protege now raises questions. Concerns grew when Combs was arrested on serious charges, including involvement in illegal activities related to human exploitation. People began wondering if Bieber, still a minor then, had been exposed to inappropriate situations. Was Lonely not just about the pressures of fame, but also a hidden cry for help about what he experienced during those years? The music video for Lonely featured young actor Jacob Tremblay, who portrayed a younger version of Bieber. Wearing Bieber's signature purple hoodie and hairstyle from his early days, Tremblay's portrayal showed a lost, isolated boy. The lyrics, such as, "Maybe that's the price you pay for the money and fame at an early age," and "Everybody saw me sick and it felt like no one cared," suggest deep emotional pain. Although the song doesn't name anyone, fans now interpret it as reflecting Bieber's struggles during his youth, possibly pointing to darker experiences. With Combs facing allegations, people are revisiting past interviews that placed Bieber in uncomfortable situations. In one radio interview, a 15-year-old Bieber was asked about romantic experiences, and in another, he was awkwardly asked to discuss intimate topics. Bieber's discomfort was visible, yet he tried his best to navigate the situation. These incidents show how poorly some adults in the industry treated him. Most unsettling were Bieber's interactions with Combs. Beyond the custody joke, there were moments where Combs' behavior seemed overly familiar with Bieber. These instances, once dismissed, now seem troubling, especially in light of recent allegations. Since Combs' arrest, Bieber has remained silent on the matter. Some believe he has moved past that chapter in his life, while others think he might still be processing what happened. The lyrics in Lonely suggest deep emotional scars that Bieber might still be healing from. The chorus of Lonely is particularly haunting. "What if you had it all but nobody to call? Maybe then you'd know me. 'Cause I've had everything but no one's listening, and that's just lonely." For many, these lines capture the intense emotional pain Bieber endured during his rise to fame, surrounded by fans yet feeling completely alone. Beyond Bieber's interactions with Combs, the entertainment industry itself has been criticized for its treatment of the young star. In one viral video, pop star Katy Perry grabbed Bieber's behind at an awards show when he was just 18. Another uncomfortable moment happened at the 2012 American Music Awards, when comedian Jenny McCarthy kissed him without his consent. These moments, once laughed off, now seem more concerning, showing how often Bieber's boundaries were crossed. Bieber has been open about his struggles with mental health and the pressures of growing up in the public eye. While he seems more stable now, the scars from his past are clear. The question remains, how much of Bieber's pain came from his early experiences in the industry, and could some of it have been avoided? It was October 2022 when Kanye West appeared on the Drink Champs podcast, a show known for its unfiltered conversations. As expected, Kanye didn't hold back, but this time his comments raised eyebrows when he began accusing Sean Diddy Combs. At the time, Diddy was still a respected figure in the music world, so Kanye's claims initially didn't seem to carry much weight. However, things changed when serious allegations against Diddy surfaced later, leading many to wonder if Kanye had been trying to warn everyone all along. During the interview, Kanye made blunt accusations, claiming Diddy was making secret deals with law enforcement to keep himself out of trouble. He implied that Diddy's actions were more than just about avoiding legal consequences, suggesting betrayal. Kanye said Diddy had pulled his card, meaning Diddy had turned against him to save his own skin. While shocking at the time, Kanye's words took on new meaning as Diddy's personal and professional life unraveled. Later that year, tensions between Kanye and Diddy became more obvious. During a performance at the Rolling Loud Festival in Los Angeles, Diddy tried to reconnect with Kanye, but Kanye completely ignored him. TMZ reported this as a sign of how fractured their relationship had become, especially considering what would happen next in Diddy's life. By March 2024, Diddy's world was falling apart. Homeland Security raided his properties in California and Florida, investigating accusations of racketeering, human exploitation, and illegal transportation. Diddy, who had once seemed untouchable, was now at the center of a huge media storm, with reporters stationed outside his homes. Despite this, Diddy's legal team tried to downplay the situation. His lawyer, Aaron Dyer, called the raids a coordinated effort to destroy Diddy's reputation. But as more information came out, it became harder to ignore the severity of the situation. Looking back, Kanye's comments from 2022 seemed to predict Diddy's downfall. At the time, many dismissed Kanye's words as just another rant, but as Diddy's legal troubles mounted, people started to see Kanye's interview in a new light. Kanye also hinted at these issues in his music. In his song Carnival, a collaboration with Ty Dolla $ign, Kanye referenced Diddy alongside controversial figures like R. Kelly and Bill Cosby. While the lyrics didn't directly accuse Diddy of anything, fans began to wonder if Kanye had been subtly warning them about Diddy's future problems. Another clue that pointed to a deeper conflict between Kanye and Diddy was a text exchange that Kanye posted on Instagram. In these messages, Diddy reached out to resolve their issues and asked for a face-to-face meeting. Kanye's response was hostile, accusing Diddy of being manipulated by external forces. At the time, these texts seemed like just another celebrity drama, but they became more significant as Diddy's legal troubles became public. Even as these allegations piled up, Diddy continued to present a calm and confident image. He smiled for the cameras, seemingly unaffected by the growing scrutiny. However, in November 2023, Diddy's former partner Cassie filed a lawsuit against him, accusing him of coercion and mistreatment during their relationship. The lawsuit was settled quickly and quietly, but it brought renewed attention to Diddy's behavior and added to the growing list of accusations against him. As federal authorities became more involved, it was clear that Diddy's situation was no ordinary scandal. The charges against him were serious, threatening to end his career and tarnish his legacy permanently. Diddy had faced legal issues in the past, particularly during his time at Bad Boy Records, but these new allegations were on a different level. The involvement of federal investigators suggested that Diddy's troubles were far from over. In the end, Kanye West's 2022 interview now feels more significant. Whether Kanye knew the full extent of Diddy's actions or was just expressing personal frustration, his warning seemed to have been disturbingly accurate. It was the spring of 1994, and Usher Raymond was just 15 years old when he faced a defining moment in his career. Signed to LaFace Records by L.A. Reid at 14, Usher's talent was clear. However, during the production of his debut album, a significant obstacle arose. He lost his voice. Reid considered dropping him, but instead sent Usher to New York to stay with Sean Diddy Combs, then known as Puff Daddy. Reid called it Flavor Camp, hoping it would help Usher recover and find his direction. For Usher, this experience wasn't just about music. At such a young age, he found himself in a world he wasn't prepared for. Late-night parties, extravagant events, and a lifestyle he didn't fully understand. What was meant to be a learning opportunity quickly became overwhelming. In an interview with Howard Stern, Usher reflected on how mentally, emotionally, and physically challenging this time was for him. He recalled seeing things he couldn't fully grasp at the time. "I got a chance to see some things. I don't know if I could even understand what I was looking at," he said. There were always women at these gatherings, and Usher often witnessed situations that made him uncomfortable, though he didn't comprehend everything he saw back then. "There were always girls around," he said. "You'd open a door and see something happening, sometimes with several people involved. These were not scenes a 15-year-old should have been exposed to, but Usher found himself in the middle of it all." Combs wasn't a strict mentor. Instead, he gave Usher a lot of freedom. However, it wasn't the type of guidance Usher needed at that age. Now, in 2024, Sean "Diddy" Combs faces serious legal charges, including racketeering and trafficking. His September 2024 arrest has reignited interest in his past, with fans and the media looking at old interviews of people who knew him well, including Usher. While Usher hasn't publicly commented on the charges, his past remarks about his time with Combs have resurfaced, giving a clearer view of their relationship. In the interview with Howard Stern, Usher was asked if he would ever send his kids to a flavor camp. His answer was an emphatic, "Absolutely not." That response alone speaks volumes about the environment Usher was exposed to as a teenager. In another 2004 interview with Rolling Stone, Usher described how common certain experiences were in the music industry, saying that intimacy was everywhere. He explained how he would walk into rooms and see things happening that left him stunned. Despite these difficult experiences, Usher has acknowledged that Combs did help him grow as an artist. He credited Combs with teaching him about the culture and business of the music industry, as well as instilling in him a relentless work ethic. "That man helped me understand life," Usher once said. He also shared that Combs' habit of working long hours rubbed off on him. "I don't sleep to this day," Usher told Oprah in an interview. "I got that from him. He was always the first one up and the last one to bed." As Usher grew older, he became a mentor to younger artists, including Justin Bieber. When discussing his approach to mentoring, Usher made it clear that he didn't want to pass on the same lessons he learned from Combs. "I had Puff as my mentor, but I wouldn't pass on any of the advice he gave me," Usher told MTV News. He explained that the lifestyle of excess he experienced during his time with Combs wasn't something he wanted for Bieber. After Combs' arrest in September 2024, Usher made his first public appearance at the Black Music Action Coalition's 4th annual gala, where he received the Quincy Jones Humanitarian Award. Although Usher didn't comment on Combs' legal issues, the timing of his appearance drew attention. Fans and the media began to speculate on how Usher's past experiences with Combs might now be seen in a different light, given the serious charges against Combs. Usher has remained largely silent on the matter, though some believe his silence speaks for itself. He recently deleted several posts from his social media, causing further questions, though he claimed his account had been hacked. As Combs' legal case progresses, many are curious about how much more will come to light and how it could impact those who were once close to him. In 2006, tensions began to rise between two major hip-hop figures, 50 Cent and Sean "Diddy" Combs. Both were influential in the industry, and their paths crossed often. The conflict escalated when Diddy refused to release Mace, a popular artist, from his Bad Boy Records contract. Mace had been in talks to join 50 Cent's G-Unit label, but Diddy's refusal caused a rift. Later, 50 Cent released a diss track called Hip Hop, implying Diddy knew more about the notorious B.I.G.'s murder than he let on. Although Diddy has consistently denied these claims, the track deepened their divide. A year later, the two briefly set aside their differences and performed alongside Jay-Z, but their relationship remained strained. A resurfaced 2015 interview revealed an incident where 50 Cent felt uncomfortable after a comment Diddy made at a wedding. By the end of 2023, their feud took a darker turn as serious allegations emerged against Diddy. Cassie Ventura, a former singer and ex-girlfriend, filed a lawsuit accusing Diddy of misconduct during their relationship. Although the lawsuit was quickly settled, it sparked further accusations. By 2024, Diddy faced charges, including racketeering, conspiracy, and trafficking. His legal team denied all allegations, but the scandal shook the music industry. To 50 Cent, these developments were not surprising. As more accusations against Diddy surfaced, 50 Cent took to social media, mocking and criticizing him. Known for his bold online persona, 50 Cent shared memes, including one referencing items reportedly found during a search of Diddy's home. But beyond these posts, 50 Cent had bigger plans. He announced that his company, G-Unit Film and Television, was producing a Netflix documentary focused on the accusations against Diddy. In his statement, 50 Cent said the documentary would allow the voices of those affected to be heard and would present the story from a human perspective. The accusations against Diddy have a long history, with one of the most public coming from Cassie. She accused Diddy of being manipulative and harmful during their relationship and claimed he covertly administered substances to women at parties. While her lawsuit was resolved, other women came forward with similar stories. By the end of 2023, Diddy faced 6 lawsuits, each with serious accusations. In one case, a woman claimed she had been harmed as a minor at one of Diddy's parties. Despite these allegations, Diddy has maintained his innocence and vowed to fight for his reputation. Diddy is also being investigated by federal authorities for trafficking, with Homeland Security leading the case. The investigation has raised many questions about his activities and what may come next. Throughout these legal battles, 50 Cent has continued to attack Diddy, posting both petty insults and serious accusations about his behavior. Some see 50 Cent's trolling as part of his public persona, a way to remain relevant and keep the feud alive. Despite 50 Cent's efforts, Diddy has largely remained silent. In a 2018 interview, Diddy downplayed their feud, suggesting 50 Cent's actions were more about seeking attention than real animosity. He claimed the trolling didn't affect him and joked that 50 Cent's behavior might even be a sign of admiration. Diddy's son, King Combs, however, has taken a more defensive approach. In 2024, he released a song titled Pick a Side, clearly supporting his father and directly addressing 50 Cent. This move demonstrated that despite the accusations, King Combs stands by Diddy. With 50 Cent's documentary on the horizon and Diddy's legal troubles far from over, the situation remains unresolved. 50 Cent is determined to reveal what he believes is the truth, but many questions linger. Could Diddy be innocent, and have all these accusations been misunderstandings? Or could 50 Cent's documentary uncover something far more disturbing? What is clear is that this feud has gone beyond rivalry. It's now about reputations, and both 50 Cent and Diddy are holding their ground. As the legal proceedings continue and the documentary nears its release, the world is watching closely to see what happens next. It was January 2024 when comedian Cat Williams sat down with Shannon Sharpe on the popular Club Shay Shay podcast. Known for his blunt humor, Cat didn't hold back in this interview. Though calm, his words carried a serious tone as he began revealing some disturbing truths about the entertainment industry. One name stood out in his conversation: Sean Diddy Combs. All these big guys are catching heat in 2024, whether it's Diddy or anyone else. The truth is coming out, Cat said. His words were unsettling, and it was clear he wasn't joking. He spoke with certainty, sending chills through viewers. Cat went further, hinting that Diddy's famous parties were more than just celebrity-filled events. According to Cat, these gatherings had a dark side, something many in the industry knew but didn't speak about. He said he had to protect his integrity by staying away from these parties. You have to tell him no, Cat warned, implying that those who attended needed to be careful. The interview quickly spread across social media platforms like X, formerly Twitter, sparking conversation. People began questioning what was really happening at Diddy's parties, and some linked Cat's comments to Diddy's ongoing legal troubles. How did Cat seem to know about these things before they became public? By March 2024, the situation had escalated. News broke that federal authorities had raided 2 of Diddy's homes, one in Los Angeles and another in Miami, connected to a federal investigation involving alleged trafficking of people for illicit purposes. The raids were conducted under the supervision of the Southern District of New York. Authorities arrived with search warrants, even approaching one of Diddy's homes by boat. Diddy's sons, Justin and King Combs, were handcuffed outside their Los Angeles home during the raid, though they weren't arrested. The message was clear. Authorities were digging deep. This wasn't Diddy's first brush with serious allegations. In recent months, lawsuits against him had piled up. In another case, music producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones accused Diddy of exploitation during his infamous parties, claiming that underage attendees were involved. The legal consequences were mounting. As the investigation into Diddy's actions unfolded, Katt Williams' name resurfaced. Fans pointed out that Katt had hinted at Diddy's downfall months before the raids. Social media buzzed with posts praising Katt's foresight. One viral tweet said, "Katt Williams is the only celebrity telling the truth. We should have listened to him." Memes quickly followed, referring to Katt as the oracle who predicted what was coming. Katt wasn't surprised by the developments. In fact, he doubled down on his earlier comments. He posted a cryptic Instagram story suggesting that Diddy might reveal others involved in the industry to protect himself. Alongside the post, Katt shared a video clip from the movie New Jack City, with Diddy's face superimposed on a character known for betraying his associates. Meanwhile, Diddy released a statement through his lawyer, accusing authorities of using excessive force and calling the investigation a witch hunt. He denied the allegations, claiming that the charges were baseless and that he was cooperating fully with investigators. No criminal charges had been filed against him or his family, but the public wasn't convinced. The accusations seemed too serious to dismiss as mere rumors. Despite his defense, Diddy's reputation was unraveling. The raids, lawsuits, and constant media attention were taking their toll. The once untouchable music mogul now appeared vulnerable. Many wondered just how deep the investigation would go and whether more dark secrets would come to light. Katt Williams' words echoed in the background of the unfolding drama. "I have the receipts for everything," Katt had said. It seemed that he knew more than he had let on, but whether he would ever come forward with concrete proof remained to be seen. As the investigation continued, questions lingered. What if Katt had spoken out earlier? Could Diddy's alleged actions have been stopped sooner? How many other celebrities might be hiding dark secrets, afraid to come forward? And perhaps the most unsettling question, if someone as powerful as Diddy could face such scrutiny, what other hidden truths in the entertainment industry might soon be exposed?